That guy there is a killer with amnesia. I didn't recognize his face. He was still kind of warm. Hmm. Poor kitty. Let's go down here. I noticed that I limped as I moved down the stairs. How did I hurt my leg? I wondered. All I could really recall was coming home, seeing Rachel. I was upset. She looked afraid. She shook my head and tried to clear it. I knew I should head downstairs to try and find a way. See? I think he's a murderer. Oh, I didn't want to go downstairs. Oh well. Hmm. The shelf was full of books on local history. Hunting seemed like no one of the house really knew the area. Hunting humans! An old dining table covered in dirty dishes for two people. There was dozens of beer cans and other liquor bottles among the dishes. He was drunk and angry. The smell was turning my stomach. A black and white photo looked like the man upstairs and his wife. I guess there was no reason for me to keep this. Did I take it? Yes. I slipped a photo to my pocket. Maybe this would help me find some answers. Come on, it's a horror game. You never not pick up stuff. I mean, there's a few times you don't, because they'll auto-kill you. But a thin gray mouse was stuck in a trap. It looked frantic but exhausted. Did I free it? Yes, we're gonna free the poor mouse. I don't know about you, but if I was in a mouse trap and a human came by, I'd be happy if he helped me. A collection of rusty tools. These looked like they'd seen a lot of use and were caked in damp, smelling dirt. Why weren't they in a shed? Maybe he didn't have a shed. Ever thought about that? Photo similar to the old one I picked up. It's been moved a lot. There seems to be a switch behind it. Yes. Its depression smoothly into the wall. I heard a faraway click somewhere. I know! That update's huge. Alright, let's go downstairs. Oh well. The door was taped and seemed to be stuck. How do you stuck? Whatever, it's a horror game, I shouldn't question it. By the spell, I guessed it led to the kitchen. The switch in the wall worked. The door. I didn't even know it was locked before, dude. Box, baby, I found a way out. Yes, let's move it. The ladder going down. Yes, we're gonna take the ladder. I looked again at the photo I found. The house couple looked distant, like they didn't want to be in the same picture. I wonder where the wife was. My leg was terrible shape, but I had to get out. Footprints in the dirt looked like where there was a lot of traffic. Okay. Ooh. Places all over were marked on the old map tab. Blah blah. Near river, houses, water station. Okay. Newspaper clipping. So beautiful mind crazy spot. More ladder. I want to go this way first. Oh yeah, I am limping in this game. Alright, let's keep going. It was so dark down there, and there was smell stale and putrid. I couldn't believe what I saw. What was this place? Some kind of homemade rack slugged together with poorly cut wooden ropes. It was cracked with old blood. Somebody did actually use that, did they? Of course they did. It's a torture room. They made shells. They looked like they were holding cans of some kind of corrosive. The labels were worn and slick, but I could still see the warnings. To the cage. It looked like a cage. It was small, but there was something coating the bottom. Something wet. Oh no, someone peed in their cage. Desk scattered out. Hey, I've a hell. Rah, rah, blah. None of it made any sense to me. I looked to be bones half dug into the ground. The remains looked old, faded cloth and stuck up with dirt. Looked familiar. They looked like the clothing that a woman was wearing in the photo I found. Was this the man's wife? So what, he tortured his wife in the basement? Kinky. They had a kinky, marriage life, didn't they? Alright, let's go down. I found the box! Some kind of old box. They looked like they were years old. Wait a minute. These boxes had old clothing in them. When I put them on, clothing I remember throwing out after Rachel and I moved to town. What the hell were they doing here? Do I hear bats? Yep. Apparently I heard bats. I remember noticing the broken ladder. I had to be careful. What is this? There was a rope hanging there. I wasn't sure how sturdy it was. Did I take it? Yes, why not? And there's a body buried there, but apparently I don't know about it. How do I use items? The rope I found would have let me climb down. Yeah, sure, why not? I could hear a faint hum and the smell from before started to get worse. So we're in like someone's murder basement. A bunch of old newspapers, wheat pasted together. A message had been hastily smeared onto it. Keep out. Danger due to cave-in. My hands tingled from the burn of sliding down that rope. It was lucky I found that. Who knows what would have happened if I had jumped down. Probably broke your leg worse. Still, it was all I could do, not have rushed out of that awful place. That rack, those terrible tools. What the hell was going on back there? I wonder. The metal door groaned as I leaned into it, causing my heart to skip a beat at the sound. As I peered ahead into the dark of the next room, I worried that I should have taken that gun I saw. But me with a gun. I didn't see a gun. I swear to God, I didn't see one yet. Am I gonna die for not seeing it? There was dirt on the ground that looked wet, and there was grass speared within it. Okay. I could hear a faint chickly sound. Wire. What was that? Exit. What's this? A kitchen knife covered in drying blood. Thinking about it made me sick. Didn't even want to touch it. Yes. Somehow the knife seemed a better idea than a gun in the tunnel. Okay. I don't know. I think the exit's a trap. Let's not go that way. The door was locked. Is this one locked? I wasn't sure, but I thought it was some kind of regulator. I had no idea how it worked. Let's press all the buttons. I wasn't sure what these valves were for. Did I turn it anyways? Yes. I'm gonna turn this one too. Something's gonna like explode. I'm just gonna turn the ball. Still locked. Alright. There was a rusty ladder sunk into the water, which smelled disgusting. I knew I couldn't climb down that. Maybe I could find a way to drain the water. Oh, that's what I was doing. I was draining water. Still locked. Can I use controls? Previous use. make sure all the water's off, I guess. Okay, let's go see if the water's gone, I guess. Nope, I did something wrong. Alright, I guess I gotta still turn the valve. What if I do it again? Alright, so we've turned all the water off. How come I haven't seen any monsters yet? Looked like the water drained through the grate in the wall. There was a small metal key left floating. Yes, definitely. You know what? I'm gonna go up and see if it works in that other door. The locked one, of course. It's locked. There was some... No, apparently not. By the way, I've never played this game before. If it gives me the chance to do something, just hit yes. There was a safety poster. Had seen better days. How old was this facility? Door's locked. I guess the key I have doesn't fit these. Camera. There was a security camera in the room. So let's see what's happened. Dead guy. Found another dead body. Sewer worker by the wounds all over his face, and body feared he'd been stabbed repeatedly. There was a key ring sticking out of the man's pocket. Did I take it? Yes. I thought about the knife I had found with some disgust as I carefully picked the keys from his pocket. I was almost worried he was going to grab me. So obviously, we have the murder weapon that killed him. I could smell a hint of fresh air. Was anxious to leave, but I couldn't help wonder what that key unlocked. Climbing the ladder was agony. I could feel the knife in my boot. Should I have gone back and checked that locked room I had passed? Either way, I was eager to escape the sewers, but hatched at the top of the ladder as quickly as I could. Slowly, I could only smell a welcome pine-scented breeze. I'm outside. I freaked out those poor bats again. Yes. 9 to 1:30.
Okay. No, just asking because I'm gonna get together with Owen tomorrow.
Okay.
You want to?
Sure. It looked nicked up somehow and really worn. There weren't any ID cards in it. I thought I should recover my credit cards, a driver license at least. Really, I could see over the woods down to the entrance sewer. Had I come through there before? If I did, someone definitely could have seen me. Alright, down we go. I tried the little key I had fished out of the murky puddle in the sewer. It fit and heaved open the rusted door. The wind was picking up a bit. The night air becoming strangely chilly. Can't go that way. The old trade station was quiet as a tomb. The only sound was that of the increasing wind buffing the decrepit structure. Ancient ticket booth was falling apart, covered in dust and grime. Stacks of paper lined the counter, faded remains of old schedules and reports. Among the papers were newer looking sheets, covered in scribbles and illegible notes. Come to thinking of it, man in that house had kept similar scribbles hidden on his bookshelf. And he had notes on the water tower outside too. I guess he could have been coming here, but why? What was he using this old station for? He was using it as a saw place to play a game. Old map, encased in glass, hung on the wall. It was the train route connection to that old station. As I looked at it, it seemed familiar. Of course, the map I found in those tunnels had similar locations marked. The notes I found on the other man's bookshelf. His notes mentioned the water tower and even this train yard. What was he doing coming back here? Actually, I didn't look at the bookshelf, so... In the torn opening of a ruined train was heaps of dirt and stale water. At the bottom I thought I saw a scrape of cloth. As I looked closer I could see that it was definitely some kind of nylon, maybe a windbreaker or something other than outdoor clothing. There was too much of a mess on the ground to see any kind of footprints, but someone or something had definitely trod a regular path. Okay. Stay out of this place. No. It's gotta be that door. Maybe.
So, after the first 20 minutes, what's your impression so far?
Where are the monsters?
There's one.
No, I think that was a bat. Really, I can't go back. This must have been the entrance to the forest that was mentioned on the map I had seen. Whoever was poking around in those tunnels underneath the man's house had scribbled notes on this place, but I couldn't make them out. Here's a sign. Pointed out various campsites and walking paths within the woods. Mentioned a river and maybe a washroom, but the rest was too faded to see clearly. What I find? Trembling in the dirt, grass was a plastic cord of some kind. Brushed it off. I was surprised to see it was my credit card. I wasn't sure if it was still usable, but it was mine. Oh, what's this? There was a fire pit here, a bit warm. Ember's bottom. Two fully capsized gravel knocked over a couple cans. cheap dome tent. Two people shoved my flashlight aside. I could see sub bedrolls, two coolers. Felt like if I kept rooting through the caps, they still would walk in on me.
No, am I in your party?
You were?
I were, okay. Because I was playing with you. I'm like, oh crap.
A musty wooden plank propped up on a stall. It didn't really seem useful. Yes, you took it because you have the option to. Grimy sink. No, 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 no. Okay, crazy. My campsite had been strangely obsolete. I couldn't imagine why anyone would abandon their site in the middle of the night, especially this dark forest. I was relieved at least to see finally be out of there. Even now, as I peered through the dense trees, I could see cracks of light and a bit of land beyond. I must have been getting closer to town, but where exactly was I? You're in Silent Hill! Ah! As I stepped through the gate, I